welcome to my Maine garden. It's Deb, and today I want to talk about hostas. And the subject matter related to hostas is to cut or not to cut. That is the question. And I'm talking about the hosta stems. It's mid-July in Maine. If you have hostas in Maine, you're probably seeing stems coming up. I'm going to tell you what recommendations I've heard and what I have done, and what my plans are for this season. So again, stems are coming up, flowers are blooming. What do you do? So one approach is to just let it be, let them go, let them bloom, let them do their thing. The reasons for that: one, you may really like the look of the flowers. Two, they do provide great pollination for bees and butterflies, and we love those in our garden. And three, honestly, you just might not have time to deal with pruning hostas, and you're just gonna let it go. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. The reason to cut them back, one is for aesthetics. We put hostas in our garden, at least while I'm speaking for myself, for the beautiful foliage, the leaves, the clumpy nature of them, and they're just great plants. So this may take away from the look you're going for, these shoots and these flowers. So if you want to keep them compact and just focus on the foliage for aesthetic reasons, then cut the stems back. You're not hurting the plant if you do that. Interesting. I have notes. There is an American Hosta Society, AmericanHostaSociety.org, and they recommend cutting off each stem after 3/4 of the flower buds have opened. So this one really hasn't opened, but this one probably would fall within that category. About 3/4 of these buds have opened. This keeps the plants from diverting energy into setting seeds for the next year, so instead they will grow more roots and leaves. Great advice. Anytime a plant shoots up a flower, this takes a lot of energy. It is hard work. So it is diverting energy from root development and from foliage development. Something to think about. The first few years I had hostas in my garden, I cut all the stems as they were cutting up for that very reason. I wanted the roots to really get established. I wanted the foliage to become healthy and grow. I wanted the plant to focus on its inside and not put all of its energy into producing flowers. So I did that for a few years. Now my plants are pretty well established and they're doing great. So this year I'm taking a dual approach. Some of them, like this plant, I'm just going to let it go, but I am going to follow those guidelines from the American Hosta Society and cut them back, cut the stems back after 3/4 of the blooms have gone by. But there are other plants that I'm just going to cut the stems, mostly for aesthetic purposes, and also because these are plants that I'm still really trying to get established and have been slower to grow. So I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you what I'm talking about in 2 different gardens where I have hostas, and then I'll show you how to cut them. Another great thing about cutting the stems is these make beautiful cut flowers. So I'm going to cut some and put them in a vase or vase, whichever you prefer, and I'll show you what that looks like too. So let's take a walk through my Maine garden and check out some hostas. We're going to start in what I call my sidewalk garden. Here I have a large plantain hosta. This is the one we were just looking at. And then along this little pathway, I have some smaller plantain hostas. And I chose this variety because I wanted them to stay small. Didn't want them to get too huge. Now you can see these are shooting up blooms. They're really pretty. See that? But I'm going to cut those. And here's some little sun hitting us here. So the reason I'm doing that is, first of all, for aesthetics. I like the idea of those staying clumpy and just focusing on the foliage. And then as you walk up here, there's sort of a boom, what? Flowers. So I kind of like that idea, just to have the the focus on this plant as far as the blooms, and these just being the beautiful foliage. And I love the foliage in these plants. And I've also, oh, there's a spider in there. Hey, Daddy Long Legs, good morning. These plants have also struggled a little bit over the years. Something's eating that one. So again, I want to divert the energy into root development and leaf development. So I am going to cut those stalks. Let me show you another garden. These are hostas I have planted along the foundation of the house in the shady side of the house. This one, okay, can I tell you the story about this hosta? I purchased this from this lovely woman at the Hamden, Maine Garden Club annual sale. And she told me that her hosta was huge. It was at the bottom of their driveway, and she finally had to split it. So this is one of her babies, and it's been here 3 years now, and it is so happy. And I'm pretty proud of how I planted it, because I didn't plant it too close to the foundation, so it's had a lot of room and it has a lot of space, and it's doing great. These stems I'm going to leave. I'm going to let these go and grow. I will cut them as they start to bloom, but I'm going to let those go. Now over here we have a row of hostas along the house, and you can see those. These I'm going to cut back. It's kind of hard to keep up with, so I may miss a few here or there, but I really want these to continue to focus on root development and leaf development, although they're doing really well this year. This one's getting a little bigger than I planned on. It's a little tight in there. And then these, I'm also going to cut those stems back. As you get down here, they're a little smaller, but you can see again that bed. For aesthetic purposes, I'm going to pull these or cut these stems. Just walk down here. Ew. Okay, that's a story for another day. I'm going to cut those back, and then I'm going to leave that, so it's just like boom. So that's what I'm doing this year, kind of a combination of leaving some of the stalks, leaving some of the flowers, removing the others. Now, if you decide just to let them go and grow, that's not a problem. That's your choice. There's no hosta shaming here. But after they've gone by, you definitely want to cut the stems back. They'll start looking not so great. First of all, so aesthetically, it's good to cut the stems back once the flowers have gone by. And also, it's just better for the plant in terms of giving that plant the energy back to focus on its roots and its leaves. And it will be a happier plant for the rest of the season and next year. So let's get to pruning. So when you're pruning or cutting these stems, what you want to do is you want to get way down there. Get as close to the base of the stem as you possibly can. Get some sharp shears. Just reach in and cut. Okay, nice clean cut. You're not hurting the plant. I've got all of my hosta cuttings, the plants that I decided to cut, and you can see some really nice clean cuts there, and now I'm just putting them in vases. They're really pretty cut plants. So as with any time you put plants in a vase, you want to remove any lower leaves and just trim them as you go. Kind of keep at it. Don't you love this vase? This is this like crackled glass vase. I found that this winter at an antique store in Winterport, Maine. Lovely village. So I'm just going to keep at it, and then I have this vase, which is fun too, because this one has different vessels for different sizes. So this hosta plant I'm probably going to be putting in here. So I am just going to keep going. So the bottom line, when it comes to whether or not you should cut back the stems of your hostas, is it really depends on your preference. There are advantages to keeping them and letting them go and grow, and there are advantages to cutting them. And hopefully this video pointed out both of these things for you, and then you can make the decision that works best for you and your garden. As I mentioned, I'm doing both. Some of the hostas, I'm letting them go and grow, and letting the stems and the flowers just explode, and they look really pretty. While others, I wanted to just keep tighter and have them focus on the foliage, the leaves. It looks better in the garden, and it can be better for the hosta too, because they can focus on root development and leaf development. American Hosta Society, I discovered that doing my research on hostas. Great page, a lot of good information there about growing and planting and growing hostas. And we'll talk about hostas again, because I have a ton of them in my garden, and they're a really popular plant in Maine. And I found, it's difficult to screw them up. Hostas are kind of like the blue jeans in your garden. They're dependable, they're comfortable, they get better with age, and they're really hard to break. Very easy plant to grow and maintain in your Maine garden, or probably any garden. Okay, oh, that one, I'm gonna put that one here. So I'm gonna keep playing around with this. I'll cut that one down and enjoy these pretty flowers. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me in my Maine garden and